بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. In continuation with the questions you have asked, there was one question that relates to every day of our lives, and because it's Friday, and Friday is the best of days from all of the days of the week, there's no better time to talk about it and to start practicing it. The question was, what are some easy ways to implement sunnah into our daily lives? Or what are some sunnahs that we can do very easily and make them a part of our daily lives? So, there are many sunnahs that you can do as a part of your daily life. But let's start with Friday, some of the sunnahs of Friday. And inshallah we'll talk about other things after that. These are things that everyone can do, anyone can do. They don't take a great deal of time or effort, but the reward is immense. So on Fridays, the Prophet ﷺ advised us to take extra care in cleaning and washing ourselves, taking a bath, and taking a bath thoroughly. And for those who are baligh, who have reached maturity, this also includes getting rid of any extra unwanted hair from their bodies, cleaning yourself, putting on clean, fresh clothes. So in the school environment, you are coming with your uniform every day, so having your uniform washed and pressed with the intention of fulfilling this sunnah would get you an immense reward. The Prophet ﷺ has told us that a person who revives a sunnah in a time, in an environment when that sunnah has been discarded, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him or her the reward of being a martyr in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning going and spending one's life, giving one's life for the cause of deen. Simple things. So every sunnah is extremely valuable. We should look at it with an eye of reverence and importance, not just something that someone told us to do. Any one sunnah that we do could be the cause of our forgiveness on the Day of Judgment. Any one sunnah that we practice could entitle us to the shafa'ah, to the intercession of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Any one sunnah that we practice could be selected by Allah and become a means of us being with the Prophet ﷺ on the Day of Judgment. So every sunnah matters. Coming for Jum'ah early, sitting close to the Imam, sitting quietly, coming in a peaceful way, not disturbing the people that are already there. All of these are sunnahs of Friday. Reciting Surah Al-Kahf, as is mentioned in some narrations, reciting Surah Al-Kahf. And one hadith mentions that a person who recites it on Friday, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pardons his sins for one whole week plus 3 more days. Other narrations mention that a person who recites Surah Al-Kahf frequently, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect them from the fitna of Dajjal. Another hadith, very interesting one, that a person who takes a bath, takes a proper bath, comes early for Jum'ah, sits close to the Imam, remains silent the whole time that the Imam is speaking or giving the khutbah, prays the salat completely in a good way, then the reward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them for something this simple is that for every step they have taken, for every step that they had taken towards Jum'ah and going back from Jum'ah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them the reward of 1 year of worship. That is a lot of worship. And this is an authentic hadith. Similarly, the Prophet ﷺ advised us to send a lot of salawat on him on Fridays. And sending salawat on the Prophet ﷺ can be in many forms. There isn't one fixed way that you have to do it. You could recite what you recite in salat, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid till the end. You can recite that whole one. You can recite something as small and as short as Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad or sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad. All of these are salawat. It can be very short. But the idea is to do it excessively. a person who sends one salat on the Prophet ﷺ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends 10 blessings and 10 mercies on that person. And in one narration it's mentioned that a person who sends salawat on Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam once, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives 10 of their sins and gives them 10 hasanat. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that on Fridays, that salawat, those salawat that his ummah recite on him, they are presented to him like a gift is presented to someone. So he said, فَأَكْثِرُوا فِيهِ الصَّلَاةَ عَلَيَّ. Do it as much as you can. So the more frequently we send salawat on the Prophet ﷺ, the more likelihood we have of gaining the Prophet ﷺ's intercession on the Day of Judgment. So these are a few more important sunnahs. Then the Prophet ﷺ told us that on every Friday there is a time when the du'as are accepted, no du'a is rejected at that time. Now this could be ulama have mentioned there are a couple of times that this could be in. One is when the Imam sits down between the two khutbahs. At that time, in our heart, we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever it is that we need. Turn to Him with our need. And the other occasion that ulama have mentioned is between Asr and Maghrib. So between Asr and Maghrib on Fridays is an extremely important time. That time should not be wasted in just, fooling around or doing unnecessary things, unnecessary talk, unnecessary activities. That is a very important time. We finish our salawat and everyone should set an amount of salawat that they can do and try to maintain it every week and then slowly try to increase it. And also dedicate some time for dua before Maghrib every Friday. These are just a few simple sunnahs that we can do just for Fridays. And then inshallah on some other occasion I'll tell you about other sunnahs that we can practice on a daily basis. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. We should make the intention that we will start practicing this from today. May Allah give us tawfiq.